Hello everyone, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for watching. I am making some homemade butter today, so I thought I would share with you how I do it because it is so easy and it's one of those fun little activities that makes you feel like the most amazing homemaker in the world. It really is so easy, and I only discovered how to do this pretty recently, and I've always thought, why didn't I do this before? It's so easy. So anyway, first things first, you just need some heavy whipping cream. That's part of why I made this is I had this in the fridge. I had thought that I needed it for something I was baking and I didn't end up needing it, so I needed to use it up. So I put it in my KitchenAid mixer. You could also do this with a hand mixer. And Desi was helping me pour it in there. And then I turn it on at first about medium. Wow, I really stuttered there. Sorry. About medium speed. So I think my KitchenAid goes up to a 10 and I put it at like a 4 or a 5. Just until it starts to thicken a little bit, and then it gets a little bit less splashy once it's thickening. So you can kind of see it's been mixing and mixing for a while and it's thickening up. So you keep mixing it kind of to the point where, like if you were making whipping cream, right? It gets nice and thick, and then you keep on mixing it, and I'll turn it up to high once it is a little bit thicker and it's not going to splash everywhere. And I think I should have timed it for you guys, so I apologize. I did not think to do that in the moment, but I totally should have. I think it takes about 5 minutes to go from, the liquid heavy whipping cream to the butter little bits that we're going to form into the actual butter in a minute. So here's just all this footage showing you what it looks like throughout this process of mixing and mixing, and I pretty much keep it going nonstop. I might stop it for a second to like scrape down the edges of the bowl, but other than that, I try to keep it going pretty much constantly. And yeah, you just wait until it gets to about what it is here, where it's starting to separate. So it'll separate so that the buttermilk is separated from the actual butter. So you can kind of see that the buttermilk dripping off, and you've got all these little bits of butter. So I will just stop it once it's, separated really well like this. And then I strain it, and you want to strain it into a bowl, a container, or something that will allow you to then save that buttermilk, because that is great to use too. Usually when I make butter, I end up making buttermilk biscuits afterwards to use up that buttermilk. And I think this was what was this container? I think it was like 8 ounce. Was it 8 ounces, 16 ounces? I don't remember exactly. But that amount of heavy whipping cream will leave you with about a cup of buttermilk. So it's perfect for a buttermilk biscuit recipe, because I feel like usually a batch of buttermilk biscuits requires about a cup of buttermilk. So anyway, that's a fun little added bonus from doing this. So I strain it, and then I kind of form it into a little ball, and then I take some really cold water and I rinse the whole thing, and I'm kind of squeezing and working the butter so that you're getting all of the buttermilk out. And you just continue rinsing it and squeezing it until it's kind of running clear and there isn't any buttermilk coming out anymore. And I think that's just part of the process of helping it to stay good, helping to kind of preserve it a little bit longer. And then once that's done, I will put it on some parchment paper. I spread it out a little bit, and then I put some salt on it. You obviously don't have to salt yours if you don't want to. We just like to have ours salted. And yeah, it's really easy. Just get some salt in there, and then I just kind of knead it and make sure that it's evenly spread throughout all of the butter. And then in just a minute here, we will put it into a little dish. So I've seen tons of cute little butter dishes, like butter forming dishes. So you can make it into all kinds of, pretty shapes, or I've seen some that are like fall leaves, which I kind of wish I had for this. But I'm just using a little glass dish here so that I can make it into a little square, and, that works just fine. And there you have it. It's so easy. It's so yummy. It's just, oh, it's the best. And again, I wish I had learned how to do this a long time ago. My mom swears that she taught me how to do this when I was a kid, and I just don't remember. So I'm so sorry, Mom. I really enjoy doing this, and it's a great way to use up any leftover heavy whipping cream. So I hope you guys will give this a try. Thanks for being here, and I'll be back again very soon. Bye.